Hello everyone, and welcome back to another live webcast to witness a historic launch tonight. As we attempt to launch our brand new rocket from Sounding Pad 1, it's a combination of hard work and dedication from the teams here at ASX Space. My name is Ava Multilingual, and I will be your host for tonight's launch. We're currently 4 minutes and 45 seconds away from launch. Tonight's launch will see us attempt orbit for the second time on our brand new rocket named Epsilon, our state-of-the-art, multi-configurational rocket that can satisfy our customers' needs. Epsilon is our medium-lift liquid-fueled launch vehicle designed to replace Archmage and to be cheaper than Archmage. Since day one, ASX was committed to making cheap expendable rockets with affordable prices for customers. But first, let's talk about the rocket in front of you. The Epsilon rocket is the medium-lift variant of a new generation rocket family that includes many variants that will suit every payload. The structure is based on the working and Provand. It inherits the 3.65 m diameter core stage from and 2.75 m diameter liquid rocket boosters, where the earlier Archmage rocket used the 3.25 m wide diameter core. Just like Archmage, it used liquid oxygen and liquid methane propellants. The Epsilon uses LOX and LNG. The engines are made from new material, completely different from the ones Archmage used. The goal was to build a more cost-effective and more capable rocket family to replace Archmage altogether. The basic Epsilon can be optimized by varying the number of boosters or enhanced by the addition of upper stages. These stages allow more mission flexibility, like direct injection to higher orbits or multiple orbit deployment. They can also increase the performance significantly. Thanks to this modularity, performance can be dialed between 6,040 kilograms, 13,315 pounds, and 12,500 kilograms, 27,557 pounds, for LDO, 3,000 kilograms, 6,613 pounds, and 11,200 kilograms, 24,691 pounds, for JSO, and 2,500 kilograms, 5,511 pounds, and 8,500 kilograms, 18,739.292 pounds, to geostationary transfer orbit, DTO. The Epsilon can use 0, 2, or 4 boosters using LNG/LOX propellant. They are powered by a single oxidizer-rich staged combustion AE2 engine. Each booster supplies 581 knots, 270,000 lbf, at sea level and 618 knots, 300,000 lbf, in vacuum of thrust. Its specific impulse is 282 s at sea level and 300 s in vacuum. Each module has its own single-axis thrust vector control, and thus it required a special design in the control systems of the rocket to coordinate all the rocket's nozzles. To further enhance the Epsilon series, ASX has introduced a hydrogen upper stage for missions to low Drew orbit, sun-synchronous orbit, and polar orbit. We name this upper hydrogen stage Sphere Upper Stage, SUS, or just simply Sphere. It has also been developed for medium Drew orbit and geostationary transfer orbit launches. The Sphere Upper Stage, or SUS for short, is a new hydrogen-based upper stage designed for precise satellite deployment. With a thrust of 11.2 kilonewtons, it serves as an essential component for small satellite launches, enhancing ASX's capabilities in delivering payloads to targeted orbits efficiently, and while there's nothing suspicious about it, it is expected to launch in May 2025 with a payload yet to be selected. This year will be an amazing year for ASX, as we plan to launch many satellites and do many launches this year. We're currently targeting 30 launches this year alone, which would be an incredible goal to reach for the company. Hopes are high for tonight, as we predict a 92% chance of success tonight. Tonight's Epsilon variant that will fly today's mission is the E4P, which stands for the fact that it uses 4 S708 solid rocket boosters, the number representing the maximum thrust it has being 708 kilonewtons. In the future, it will have 907 kilonewtons of thrust for more thrust while maintaining its usual burn time. This is one of many variants ASX has for the Epsilon family. If you'd like to know more about the Epsilon family, click the link in the description below. Tonight's launch will be carrying 3 RECO satellites for our customer Kuiper Space. If you remember, we lost the previous batch during the Archmage launch due to faulty coding and residual thrust. Hopefully tonight this batch will make it to its orbit. Right now, we're approximately 3 minutes and 30 seconds away from launch. Fueling is complete and the SRBs are being armed and prepped for launch, as can be seen from this beautiful trench camera that we installed last minute. Here you can see the 5 SRBs along with the 4 AE2 engines that will power tonight's launch. So stick around as this will be an interesting one for you guys. As you just heard from the launch director, we are go for launch as the range is clear for launch, Gopseed, Epsilon, and RECO tonight. separation, followed by MECO. Stage SEP and second engine start with payload fairing SEP. And SRB separation has just occurred. Next up is main engine cutoff.
MECO.
Stage separation confirmed.
Second engine stack.
What a wonderful view! We managed to have a clean separation and second engine start and made it further than Archmage did. Next up is fairing separation. OMG, the fairing has separated successfully. We are on our way to orbit. Everything is performing nominally. In the next few seconds, we will shut off the engine and coast for the next 12 minutes. After that, we will fire our engine to circularize the orbit and deploy the payloads from there. And SECO 1 has commenced. We will now coast for the next 12 minutes. In the meantime, enjoy the space tunes. Welcome back. If you're just joining us, we've had a successful liftoff tonight and are on our way to orbit. We're current seconds away from SES-2, or Second Engine Start 2, in which the engine will burn for a couple minutes to circularize the orbit. Ladies and gentlemen, Epsilon has successfully reached orbit on its first attempt, but we have also reached orbit on our second attempt. Second time's the charm, as they say. Now, in a few minutes or so, the 3 RECO satellites will deploy from the second stage, be on their way from there. What an amazing night it has been for us at ASX Space. Successful mission. The satellites are now in orbit. They will deploy in a few hours as our customer establishes communications with the 3 payloads. And that will conclude tonight's mission. We'd like to thank our customer Kuiperspace for entrusting us with their payloads. We look forward to flying with them again in May for their KOV satellite launch. This is Ava from ASX Mission Control, signing out.